checked out from our Airbnb in Zurich, and now we are going all the way to Interlaken. Although we are staying at Grindelwald, we'll keep our luggage at Interlaken Ost and then roam over the city today. Hopefully, do some activities like climb up to Hardagum and paragliding. But let's see. This route is much longer than the one which goes through Bonn directly from Zurich. But this is a panoramic view train which provides excellent views of Pilatus, Mount Rigi, and just the general view of this ride is much better.
So we have reached Interlaken after a lot of hue and cry, a little bit of a hiccup, because I'll tell you that story later. But now what we are going to do is we are going for paragliding. So we will be going to the park. From there we will be picked up and we will be taken upstairs. Me, my husband and one of our friends is also going to do, and we are going to fly down. Very excited.
We just arrived at Interlaken, and the first thing we did was book our tickets for the paragliding event. We are now near the park, which is the designated landing zone for all paragliders. This entire park is the designated landing spot for all paragliders. So just as we were waiting for the bus to arrive to take us to the paragliding, it just started raining, and it started raining hard. We are in the Jungfrau region at the moment, but until the weather clears up, we can't go for paragliding. The paragliding is supposed to start somewhere up on that mountain behind, but until and unless it clears up, there's definitely going to be delay or cancellation.
So we just got done with our paragliding, and the experience was so serene and so calm. We have done paragliding in Birbilling as well, and to be honest, from the height aspect it seemed similar, but the view from above, the alpine lakes, the teal color of the alpine lakes, the white snow-capped mountains on one side, and the greenery, the different shades of green, oh my god. At least I just felt like a bird, and my husband ended up doing some stunts with the tandem pilot, which he could not do in India. So he made full use of his visit in Switzerland over there. Now we are headed off to board the lake cruise on Lake Brienz, right?
No, we are going to Lake Thun.
We are going to Lake
Which is
Thun.
better for the sunset time. Lake Brienz is better for the sunrise.
Yeah. So we'll just see whether we can make it or not, because we also have to get our bags from the locker, and then we have to go to Grindelwald and check in to the Airbnb before 9 p.m. So let's go. So this is Interlaken West now. There is Interlaken Ost and there is Interlaken West. We are at the Interlaken West now for our lake cruise ride on Lake Brienz. Sorry, not Lake Brienz, Lake Thun. We unfortunately could not do the boat ride because the boat will leave at 6:10 and it's a 2 hours ride. So which is why we decided to just roam around and then maybe head off to Grindelwald and check in. We have checked into our Airbnb and it is beautiful. The aesthetics of the Airbnb is amazing, and from our room we can directly see the snow-capped mountains from our windows, and even from the kitchen, from everywhere in that Airbnb we can see the snow-capped mountains. So we have put in our luggage and everything, and now me and my husband, we have gone out to take a stroll in the small town of Grindelwald to see what all we can see from here. But for the time being, just have a look at the view, though it is covered by fog now and clouds now, but you can at least have a glimpse of what we can see from our room. This is so beautiful. It's a pity that we can only spend 2 days in this beautiful village. Day after tomorrow we are heading to Zermatt, but before that we are going to enjoy our stay in Grindelwald. Good morning. It's early in the morning and we are headed out from Grindelwald to Jungfrau.
So we're about to catch our first cable car for the Eiger Express all the way up to Eigerglesch. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah, we are on the way to the train station at the moment, and it will be a 20 minutes journey to the first point, and then we have the inside the Jungfrau train, right, which is a work of engineering marvel, cuts all the way through the mountains and will take us all the way to the top of Jungfraujoch.
So it's going to be quite cold over there. It's snowing over there, I believe, and we are going to do some really good snow activities. To be honest, I do not enjoy snow because I do not enjoy cold, but my husband does and my friends also does. So let's go. Let's see what we have, what kind of adventure we have today. So we are getting the tickets for the cable car ride from Grindelwald to Eiger Glacier, and from Eiger Glacier we are going to go to Jungfraujoch, which is the top of Europe. We are not booking the tickets directly to Jungfraujoch because, as you can see, that the price is too much over here. So we are trying to reduce it by multiple travel. So we got this passport to ride the cable car. So this is the Eiger Express that we are going to board on to go to Eiger Glacier.
So guys, now we are on the Eiger Express. So we have booked tickets for partially going up to Eiger's Glacier for the time being, and then we'll have to change our cable cars again to go all the way to the top of Jungfraujoch. As you can see, we are just starting our ride at the moment, going all the way up to Eiger's Glacier. So guys, we have reached Eiger's Glacier. Now we have to wait for our cable car, or I'm not sure it's a train or a cable car. I'm still a bit confused. We'll see. So Jungfraujoch is mentioned as the top of Europe, although that is a very misleading advertisement because it's literally only the highest railway station in Europe. So let's see.
So we are at the Eiger Glacier now.
Cuckoo clock. Actual cuckoo clock. So while we are waiting at Eiger's Glacier for our train, which is like another 30 minutes, we got some refreshments, hot chocolate with whipped cream and pain chocolat. The traditional Swiss confectionery. So we're gonna try and enjoy some of these delicious things while we wait.
Hi. So we have reached Jungfraujoch and we are now headed out. So one thing to be noted is that your body is not getting acclimatized. The train is running at quite a good speed and directly to the top. So you might face a little bit of dizziness, you might face a little bit of breathing problem because the oxygen is quite low over here. So if you have altitude sickness, give it a second thought. My friend was already feeling a bit dizzy. So nothing to be scared of. It's all good. Just a bit of a precaution that you need to take. I mean, wherever you see, all you see is just white and white.
So we just got off the Jungfrau bar. Now we are going towards the starting of Discovery Tour. So it contains of all panoramic viewpoints. There's an entire walk to the Sphinx auditorium or observatory, and it will be, a full-blown walk for 1.5 hours to see all the viewpoints that Jungfraujoch has to offer.
So we are now entering the 360 cinema, where we get a 360 view of the Alps, and it says that you can touch the Alps, and I mean, it feels as if you are flying through the Alps. So we are fortunate enough to get a good weather, good sunny weather. I really hope that this weather stays long. I mean, at least till 2 p.m. because we have booked our tour for 4 hours. Just amazing.
So this is the second stop of the Discovery Tour of the Jungfrau. This is called the Sphinx Observatory, where they have huge telescopes at top for research purposes, and it provides 360-degree view of the entire Jungfrau region. As you can see, it's a glacier down there and amazing mountains all around us. Snow-capped in the middle of summer. So we are just a sudden breeze and snowfall happening all around us. Oh. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera or not, but we just had a sudden snowfall atop. That's Jungfrau. Oh my god, the view here, man. Oh my god, I can barely see. It's blowing up the snow all over my face. My arms are getting frozen.
I'm actually unable to go there, but
see, it's a so strong a wind, it is blowing the snow up from downside and then it's falling on us. It's a clear sky, so no snowfall as such from the sky. This is the third point of the Discovery Tour, which is the Alpine Sensation. More of light and sound show with good views and some kind of a snowball. The statue of Adolf Guerzeller, who first dreamed of and was responsible for creating the Jungfraubahn. All the Jungfrau railways was dreamed of by him first, back in 1837. So the next stop on the Discovery Tour is the Ice Palace. We're just entering it now. It's already quite a little bit colder than the rest of the tunnel once you enter. We entered a similar one in Titlis as well. It was quite slippery. But let's see what this one has in store for us.
Not very good with cold stuff, and this glacier thing is actually freezing my boots and my legs as well. Such beautiful sculptures carved out of ice. Wow. I am actually loving this experience better. Look at this.
Now you know how this cave was made by the damn squirrel. Now we are entering the glacier plateau, the last part of the discovery tour, and out into the snow amidst the bosom of the mountains.
Oh my god.
Just take a look at the view. So guys, now we have come to the snow fun park. So here you can get an amazing view from amidst the snow itself. That pass of way is going to Monkashata. That's a hut near the monk or monk's mountain. But instead, what we're going to do right now is go for the snow fun park, snow tubing and sledging. You can also do zip lining right above our head. So let's see.
We have now come back from Jungfrau and now we are headed to Lauterbrunnen. So we are going to visit some of the waterfalls in Lauterbrunnen. That is what our plan is. And after that we will return to Grindelwald to our Airbnb. So let's go. We have reached Lauterbrunnen and we wanted to go to Trommelbach Falls, but we missed the bus and the next bus is in 30 minutes. So we decided to visit Storchbach Falls. I can't pronounce all the names. Anyway, so yeah, so now we are headed off. It's a 13 minutes walk from here. So that is where we are headed off right now. But the view from Lauterbrunnen, oh my god, it's a sunny day and the view is just out of this world. We are now headed to the Trommelbach waterfall, and for that we need to board a bus from here, which will reach at that Trommelbach waterfall region at within 15 minutes. So we are now headed off to that bus stop, and from there we are going to get the bus to another waterfall. So apparently the Trommelbach waterfall is closed because the timing to visit the waterfall is till 5 p.m. and it's already 6:30. So yeah, a bit disappointed because that was a beautiful waterfall where you basically get to see the waterfall through a cave, and there are like several points in the cave. So we are now seated at a restaurant and we are planning to try fondue for the first time. That is a Swiss delicacy, but the view from the restaurant is just amazing.
So I'm the view now?
Yes, you are the view now. My beautiful husband, handsome husband as well. And that is the Storchbach waterfall, and I don't know whether the camera is probably not capturing the snow-peaked mountains
At the end of the valley.
Yes, at the end of the valley.
Okay, so the fondue is here. It smells amazing. It's a combination of cheese and white wine, and we have the assortment of boiled potatoes, corn on the cob, pearl onions, tomatoes, pickles, and bread fresh out of the oven. It's so hot I can't even put my hand into it right now. So this is gonna be both of our first time trying fondue. So fingers crossed. Hope it lives up to the hype.
My dear husband, what is your first impression about the fondue?
My God, I've heard that every restaurant has their own blended of cheese and wine that they use to make the fondue. This was my first experience ever, so of course I have nothing to compare it to. But as a cheese lover and bread lover, obviously, I loved it and ate way too much. I can hardly move myself to the train station at the moment. But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
As for me, since it's like mixed with wine, it's cooked with wine. So when I had it with the boiled potato and the bread, it seemed a little too pungent for me. And but I really liked it. I mean, I loved it. There is absolutely no complaint about it. But since I'm not very used to having alcohol that much, so I felt a little bit of pungent flavor in it. However, it was amazing. I loved the pickles, but after a certain time I could not have more. So this is definitely not a two-person dish. I mean, they will not serve you for an individual. It has to be a bare minimum of 2-person ordering this fondue, and I can assure you that this cannot be had just by 2-person. You need more people to have it, otherwise you will not be able to finish it. However, my husband did a great job. So now we are returning back to Grindelwald, and we will be back to our Airbnb. Tomorrow we move out of Airbnb and we head off to Zermatt. Our plan is to go up to Matterhorn, but honestly I can't take the cold anymore. I do not like snow, so surprise. But anyway, that's what the plan is. But for today, that is it, and we will be ending this vlog here. Hope you like this vlog, and hope we could entertain you and we could give you some good plan and agenda for your visit to Switzerland. See you tomorrow in Zermatt. Till then, bye bye.